Ladies and gentlemen, button pushers and wrench turners, welcome to another episode of Something's Broken. My name's Tayler Goodyear and I own TG CNC Service out of Wisconsin. This week was somewhat busy, nothing too crazy going on. My contractor and I were packing up a NH6300 last week, and then this week was kind of like the install preparation, rough leveling, getting the magazine built back up and whatnot before getting power to the machine. I think Monday and Tuesday of this upcoming week, I'll be finishing the install, and then if the customer wants to do geometry, I'll probably do a geometry check on it. But I don't know. Who knows? This company has their own service department, so I don't know if they're just gonna have their guys do it. Whatever, doesn't matter. Um, had a local shop hit me up thinking that I was a machine shop from Google listing or something like that, I'm assuming, and asked me, what my lead time was, what's my machining capabilities, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not a machine shop. I repair them. I come on site and repair them. They're like, oh, okay. I was like, but I can give you some contact info to, some of my customers that I know have the capabilities of machining pretty much whatever you might need. I don't know. And they were like, yeah, absolutely. So I sent them some information, and I hit up that customer. I was like, hey man, just let you know that I gave your information to this potential customer. Didn't know at the time that it was going to be a potential customer. And he goes, did you know that they're moving that entire facility to Janesville? I was like, really? He's like, yeah, they have some CNCs and they're big CNCs, so you might want to hit them up and let them know that you can pack them, move them, and reinstall them. I was like, oh, absolutely. So I sent an email back the same day to them. I was like, hey, just to let you know, like, I hear you guys are moving. Um, I can actually come in and deinstall, prep all your machines for moving, and reinstall them at your new facility if you're interested, or if you haven't found anybody to do that for you. They wasted no time. They wanted all my information. They scheduled a meeting with me in person the very next day. Did a walkthrough. So it's they got a Miltronics big jig bore Miltronics. They have a Mazak FH 880, and they have a Mazak MTV 655, and then they have a Cap Niles gear grinder. Uh, Nothing too crazy. The Miltronics will have to get the floor plan for to see what the layout is for core drilling and shit like that. But nothing too crazy that I haven't really done before in my career. So it is what it is. My contractor will be on site and he'll weld up shipping brackets that we need right there on the spot. So we'll take care of it. If they decide they want to go with me, I bidded the job. Got them a quote. They didn't really say anything about the quote, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And I hit up my Mazak service guys that I know, and kind of talked to them about just simple questions about the machine. Hey, how's it moved? And does it come in pieces, or is it one whole casting? Yada yada. And yeah, my guys told me it's really not that big of a deal. So hopefully we get the job. It sounds like they want to start in August. They want to do it in phases. The jig bore is probably going to be the longest lead time on that one. That one's going to probably take. I quoted it 3 weeks, deinstallation and reinstallation, and especially if they want me to do accuracies. If they want me to lay out the foundation, I can do that too. That's not a problem. I just can't core drill, so I just don't have the stuff to do it. And they got back to me. They said they're going to sit down with their general contractors, and then that was it. So I don't know what the process is going to be from there, but hopefully we land that job, because it'll be about 2 weeks, 2 weeks, Jesus, 2 months worth of work. So that would be great between me and my contractor, both of us in there. So we'll see what happens. I had a little small job on an NH 4000, was throwing a pot clamp unclamp alarm The clamping sensor wasn't being made. Got there, swapped the switch out, and the previous switch was fine. I checked continuity on it; it was working just fine. So I was like, "The fuck." It worked a couple of times, and then on the very third tool, it bombed out. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I go back there and I actually grab the switch plate, and the thing's about to shear in half. It's got a big ass crack in it. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I've never seen that before." So I had to pull the switch bracket off and take it to one of my customers that has my welder. Um, I kind of like used their machine shop, maintenance shop as my shop, kind of. So I keep my welder there and stuff. It was just right down the road, so it wasn't a big deal. So took it down there, put some reinforcement welds on it, cleaned it all up, and reinstalled it, and no issues. I told the customer to keep the old switch. There's nothing wrong with it, so just keep it around. You never know. Switches seem like the number one thing that goes out on machines like that. So nothing too crazy. After that, went back to the NH6300 install because the riggers finally got it up there on Thursday. Ralph leveled it, and then on Friday, my contractor and I went in there and rebuilt the magazine shroud, got the chip conveyor in, cleaned up the machine, got the light post put back up, got the filter mist on. Yeah, those things are pretty straightforward. They don't take long at all. I mean, we packed it in 14 hours, so it's really not that big of a deal to reinstall it. It's all one piece casting and shit. So, and those things hold pretty good accuracy wise. It's a 3-point level on those. They do have some side supports on it, but I mean, if the customer wants me to do geometry check on it, I can. But from there's really not a whole lot of manipulation. But I do got to check 0 points, make sure nothing moved, and make sure all the auxiliary functions work. Tool change, pallet change, shit like that. We'll probably do a spindle burn-in cycle for like an hour or so, something like that. So nothing too crazy. Next week, I finally got a word back on. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm missing? So this week I also worked on a Doosan lathe. Boy, I forgot about that one. This was at a customer that I was doing the ball screw at on the hard inch that has been back and forth with Kellenberger about the ball screw and whatnot. Anyways, they have a Doosan Lynx 2100, I think. The turret vision drive was going out, and it kept throwing an under voltage alarm, and I confirmed that voltage going in was just fine. From pulling from every single fucking circuit on there, I checked at every single terminal, and there was no under voltage. So I told the customer about a month ago, because it was intermittent, and I told them a month ago, just run it until you can't anymore. I know it's annoying, it bombs out when you turn the fucking machine on, but eventually you're gonna turn it on and it's just not gonna work anymore. And when that happens, then let me know. And guess what happened? Turn the machine on, and now they can't get it to clear their alarm. So new vision drive, I was very confident that it was the vision drive itself. So they got one. I went, put it in on Wednesday, I think it was, and had to go through the parameter checks on it. Doosan's pretty nice. They keep a blue book in the cabinet. One of my service buddies actually told me about this. I didn't know about it. I had a procedure on my laptop, but he told me no, they give you the procedure right in the back of the blue book, the accuracy book that's in the electrical cabinet. So all the parameters are listed in there as well, and the turret set 0 set position for rotation procedure is in there as well. So went through that, set all the parameters. There were a couple that had to change, nothing too crazy, and then I set 0 point, and yeah, no issues. Customer ran apart, not a problem. So back to next week. That ball screw should be coming in, so I'll be finishing the ball screw on the hard inch, and then whenever power and the machine is unlocked for the NH6300 because I can't unlock the machine. The OEM has to do that. When that gets unlocked, then I'll be in there to finish off the installation and get the final sign off on it. And after that, there's nothing else coming in, so I'm kind of slowing down a little bit, which is not good. But you never know. That changes on a hour to hour basis every day. So I do have a Femco lathe that I've been pushing off, but I think I might finally get the time to dig into that. It's misindexing, and it's hydraulic indexing. Fuck me, man. I hate hydraulic indexing. But it's an old lathe, and the customer's kind of getting tired of having to watch it and see it fuck up and, not being able to just press the green button and watch it go. So I'll probably I'll dig into it and start disassembling or figuring out why it's misindexing and shit like that. So, yeah, that's it. Kind of gonna be a slow week next week, but it is what it is. Work has been coming in waves. I've been staying busy for the most part, but it's my contractor that I want to stay busy as well too. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Motivation time. This is gonna be a little brutal story, but I feel like I should share it. Just never know. There might be somebody out there that's in the same position as me or going through the same thing as me. But I had a 3-day deload from the gym last week. And before I went on my deload, I did a PR squat with my personal trainer. And I squatted 405 pounds, which I've never been able to do ever in my life. Even in the best shape of my life, I've never been able to do that. And as soon as I racked that weight, I just broke down. Like, I started crying, like not weeping like a little bitch, but yeah, man, tears started coming down. Like, it was very emotional. The time and effort and discipline that I've put into the gym in the last 6 months, man, and to see it pay off like that, like, it felt really good, and I've never felt anything like that before. And it was very uplifting. My personal trainer looked at me and he knew. Like, he didn't even ask me. He just started putting weights away. Didn't say a word to me. Just let me go through what I was going through. Eventually, after a few minutes, I still had a workout ahead of me. So pulled myself together. 6 months ago, if anybody knew where I was at mentally, like, it was very gratifying to do that and see my work pay off. And I know some people might be struggling mentally, and it sucks, man. Like, when you hit rock bottom mentally, it fucking sucks. And I tried getting into therapy. Nobody would take my insurance. Most of the ones that did take my insurance were booked out like months. And I had some friends that I could talk to, but I had nobody like therapeutic wise to talk to. And at that time, I was like, I don't know what to do. The only thing that I knew I could do was go to the gym, and I have spent every day for hours in the gym since then. I take more breaks now. I still do. I still go to the gym every day, or damn near every day. But it was I had two options, man. Like, I was at complete rock bottom. I honestly didn't want to be on this planet anymore. And I wasn't selfish enough to take my own life, And when I decided, like, okay, you have nothing else you can do but go to the gym, and I stayed in the gym until I couldn't walk out that motherfucker anymore, man. Every day. And it saved my life. Yeah, it saved my life, man. Going to the gym fucking saved my life. And I never thought that I would ever get into that situation. I've never really been an advocate for men's mental health, but dude, it's fucking real, man. It's real. When you hit rock bottom and you have no help and you can't get help, it's fucking real, man. And it's scary because you're stuck in your head and you don't know what to do. I can tell you what to do because I just went through it. Go to the fucking gym and you stay in that fucker until you can't walk out. Give yourself 6 months. And in 6 months, if you haven't developed into a completely different person, then go get therapy. But give yourself 6 months, man. And if you're struggling like that, please go to the fucking gym. Because you're worth living, man. Everyone is worth living. I don't care how shitty you think you are. You're worth living. And the gym is, I've said this before, the gym is one of the few things that you can put all your effort into and get an equal return on. And what's better than bettering yourself physically, and the mental state just follows with it. So I love you guys, man. I hope everybody's doing okay out there, dude. Like mentally, I don't want anybody to struggle. And if you ever anybody ever wants to talk or something, definitely hit me up. You can find my info up here. There's Facebook over there. There's my website. My website's got my email on it, but fucking reach out, man. Like, even if it's not machine related, reach out. I'd love talking to people about it. If I feel like I can maybe save somebody's life by talking about it, I'm gonna take that every single time, man. So keep your head up, get the fuck in the gym. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is a short one. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. My name is Taylor Goodyear, and I own TG CNC Service out of Wisconsin. We'll see you guys.